You guys, I just went on a tear in my garden. I just walked out and everything felt so overgrown to me. I just said, the only way you're going to feel better about it is to do something about it. And do something I did, all in the company of gorgeous butterflies. Now, I didn't get to everything, but I did get to a lot. I cleared walkways. There were pots all along here. I moved them out. Hello, polydamas swallowtail on tropical sage. These were double stacked, and now it's a single line coming up here on my potted wetland milkweeds, my native milkweeds. Right there, milkweed for monarchs. And then up here around the bend, there were some potted things sticking out there. I just made it one level, and I had to move out some of those pots. So I put this one right here with the sky flower, and it's got an Asclepias perennis aquatic milkweed in it. So I think that's beautiful, right at the corner of the first walkway going into my Florida native wildflower garden. But before we go in there, yes, there's a cactus here. I know it doesn't, it's just there, not native. Well, that I know of. So on the outside, there were a bunch of random potted things here, and now it's potted things that are not random but purposefully placed. I love it. I trimmed my hemp vine down. It was growing all into everything. Still haven't trimmed my giant ironweeds because I want those seeds to fly, because I love it. I want more of it coming up in my garden. And then this walkway, I weeded all the way down. There were weeds growing up all in it. And then I trimmed back any plants that were growing into the main walkway. And then you can come here and go around the bend. Now, I did work on this a lot, like 2 videos ago, but there were weeds coming up, and you can just walk through all the stepping stones. And look at what my winged sumac, my little potted one, is getting ready to do something spectacular, I think. Look at that. There's so much going on in here. Look at this little aster down here, blooming away. I think this is a smooth. Yeah, smooth aster. So pretty. I think that's another one there getting ready to bloom. And then here's the unknown aster that is also blooming. I need to stake it up. I also need to come compare the flower. Oh, they do look very similar to the smooth blue aster. You need to be staked up. There, I have to remember to come back and do that. Now, this outer edge, I still need to do a little work. I need to find a mini trellis to trellis up the climbing aster. It's all leaning back, but when I get it trellised up and it stands up, then it'll kind of level off this whole back edge of things that are tall. Florida native wildflowers that are tall. But you can still see the walkway and walk on all the stepping stones to get to this walkway that we kind of opened up in the last video. But then I also opened up these 2 stones, and I did some cleaning up here going out. All right, so I'm back up here because I want to come down and let you look down this walkway. See how open everything is? Nothing feels overwhelming. Even though the starry rosin weeds are tall, they don't feel overwhelming. there was a lot of tall, here we go. This, this hammock snake root. There you go. It was all like really tall growing up in my indigo, my white indigo. And so I trimmed all of it back, and it was all growing around this Rudbeckia mollis. I trimmed all of it back, and now it has more open space and it's putting on a lot more little buds. So yay. I really didn't do very much in this section. I just kind of left it because I had recently done some work in here, but this walkway here was completely overgrown back in there. Look at this beautiful orangium. Y'all, there was a little Atala butterfly on this orangium integrifolium when I was out working. I took some pictures of it. So cute. And I see multiple of them flying around, but I'm not getting excited. I'm just grateful to see them and hoping they're gonna, you know, do what they need to do and get some eggs laid. Now here, oh my, we did a lot of work. And y'all, I'm tired. Like, I'm probably gonna just go and shower and fall asleep. I can actually see the raised garden bed that's here. This has been so overgrown. Look at all of these snow square stems, which I do not mind having here, but they were like up here and I trimmed them all back. They go all the way across and over to there. And I trimmed them all back and they will grow back quickly. I have no doubt, but it was just too much. It was too much. So now, you know, we can look back here. Now, I still have a lot of work to do on this end of this little walkway. And look, there's a monarch on my ovate leaf plantain. Oh my gosh, I love it. All of this blue curls is coming in like crazy, and I really think it's pretty. I love the deep color of the stems in contrast to the little leaves, and it is gonna bloom, I hope, sometime soon. And then I have a couple of asters that are really hidden back in here, so I do need to do a little work back there, but it doesn't feel too overgrown, and it's kind of in the back. So, you know, you don't really see it when you look out down the main walkway. It's kind of hidden back there. Can you see all the things flying around the orangium? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Is somebody eating somebody else? I don't want to look. You guys are looking. I can't see because I don't have my reading glasses on. It's just all a blur to me. I can just tell there's something going on. Do you appreciate that? Okay, so I feel like because, here's another blue curls coming up right here. Because I trimmed all of that back, this section now, there's more focus of the cluster of starry rosin weed and the southern bee blossom. And I'm letting my cutleaf coneflowers go to seed. There's some monarch there. And, oh, the mountain mint, which I think is like starting to go into, we're going to be done flowering and we're going to go to seed. This is my first season with it, so I'm like still learning about it, but I love it. I did put a little trellis in there to hold it up, but it's still like a lot leaning forward. And look at what's come. See, it's all entangled in this snow square stem that's back here too. I still, even though it's like kind of, I don't know, I love it. I need to find, well, I say I need to get another one. I need to just wait. I can collect seeds and see if I can grow another one. And look what's happening in this pot right here. That's my little pot full of rayless sunflowers. There's a couple other things in there, but there's a lot of rayless sunflowers. So it's going to be really cool when they come up. And I moved one of my other wetland pots here. This has more sky flower in it, which I thought would be really pretty mixed in with all these starry rosin leaves. And then there's a young orangium coming in there that I grew from seed. So I'm not sure. I don't think it'll put up stalks and bloom this year, but it sure should next year. Look at these gorgeous flowers. I love it. And then all of this growing down here is my swamp twin flower, and you can see it's happy as a clam, all growing in there. But I just feel like, and you see me because I've taken shots of like this a lot, and all that snow square stem was behind, but now it feels like there's space. I was feeling claustrophobic in my own garden, and when you feel that way, well, when I feel that way, I need to do something, because this is supposed to be my happy place. It can't be a place that makes me feel stressed. All right, and so here is where I've been planting the milkweeds that want to be left alone. I've got a world milkweed, I've got a butterfly weed, which is the tuberosa, Asclepias tuberosa, and the Asclepias viridis. And you know, they're still alive. They're growing kind of wonky, but they're still alive. So I take that as a, hey, we're off to a good start, right? And oh my goodness, this wetland garden, completely overgrown by narrow-leaf sunflower, which is not going to bloom till October. So why should it be, oh, look at this, beautiful, beautiful Gulf fritillarium, that was zinnia. Okay, why should it be taking over the garden when it's not doing anything? I chopped it all back. Look at how low it is. It's like a little edge all across the back. It was up so tall that you couldn't see those potted baskets behind it. And now when you look at this, the focus is on what it should be on, the Orangium integrifolium. Like, it just pops. Where before, when all of the narrowleaf milkweed, narrowleaf sunflowers were growing up, like, it was so overgrown that that was all you saw. But now you see these beautiful things. Look at how they're so clustered close together on that one. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, and up against the sweet scent too there. So pretty. Oh, and with all those things in the, I mean, look at that landscape, that wildflower scape right there, that view. A lot of good things right there. And so lovely to have them leveled off. And you can really see my salt marshmallow coming up. Of course, it doesn't have blooms on it for me to show you right now, but one day it will. And then behind me was the giant Mexican sunflower, and I had to chop it. I couldn't stand it anymore. It just kept getting taller and taller, and it still wasn't blooming. So it is chopped once again. But there's 2 Mexican sunflowers on either side of it that have been blooming, and I left those so you can see their blooms. So I still have a lot of blooms in the area, plus those zinnias right there. And it's just this giant thing right here. It needs to flower or do something, because it was so tall. And it just kind of blocked everything down here. And it wasn't flowering. Oh, look, here's Nutella. They love the sweet almond. Hello. Oh, look how cute it is. Okay, but we're not getting too excited. We're just, you know, appreciating this one right here, right now. So, oh, okay, I do have a trellis for this. This is a red pentas that's planted over there. It needs stood up. You know what? I'm going to run and grab it. Take care of that right now. I'll be right back. I thought I'd just do a quick, you know, let you see how scraptastic I am. Look at the hair, because I've been sweating and working out here, and here's my trellis. Okay, that's it. Goodbye. We're going back the other way. Okay, we're back, and I got that pentas trellis up. Look, there's another big Mexican sunflower coming in right here. And there's the trellis on the pentas, and you can see, we can see all the way through the stepping stones. I didn't really do much else in here except trimming this bad boy. But everything else I have recently gone through and cleaned this up. But this porterweed's really growing in nicely. It's a nice collection of flowers right here, including that white zinnia. And of course, the sweet almond. And then here's a look through from the other side. You see what a difference looking down that big towering Mexican sunflower is gone. Looking over here at the Florida native wetland garden, it just looks so different now with all that narrow-leaf sunflower chopped back. Like all the way down, it just all feels so much better to me. It feels open, like I can breathe, and there's space, and my plants can breathe. I didn't do anything to this garden section except I did move those two deep red pentas that I had in the ground, and I potted into here, and they really filled in the space. Look how spectacular that is. And then the rest of the garden back there, oh, nothing. Like, I'm out of juice. So some stuff does need done back there, but not today. It's not happening today. And over here as well, this garden section is going to get a whole revamp. But beautiful is my butterfly pea growing up over that trellis. Look at those gorgeous blue blooms. Pretty spectacular. And so here's a look down the garden from the other end. And to me, it just feels so much more open. I love it. I hope you can see all the butterflies flying around, because it's incredible. It's so incredible. And now this one's gonna go in, get cleaned up, have some dinner, and watch a little General Hospital. That's right. I love soap operas. If you're a General Hospital fan, type a GH in the comments. All right, I'll see y'all later. I've got a bunch of giant swallowtail caterpillars, because I had a giant swallowtail butterfly lay eggs all over my wild limes. And I only want to keep 2 or 3 caterpillars in the little acrylic enclosures. And my potted wild limes are all back. Do you remember how they were just nothing but sticks? I feel like it wasn't that long ago when I raised my last big batch of giant swallowtails in the enclosure. So I'm gonna move these potted wild limes back in there, and then move the caterpillars out and raise another big batch of giant swallowtails in this enclosure. But first, I'm gonna go in and sweep it out and clean it up a bit. I do want to put the wild limes like right in the center. Remember when I had the issue with the rat eating through my enclosure in my garden room and eating everything in there? A suggestion was to not have anything close to the side. The butterfly was on the side, the crystallized were on the top. So I'm going to put the plants in the middle just to, add that little layer of protection, because I do worry something could eat through this, and we definitely don't want that. All right, I'm going to clean it up and move the plants in. I'll be back. You guys want to hear something funny? I spook so easily. It's ridiculous. And anyway, I keep going back and forth in the process of cleaning that out. And I keep hearing this weird noise. Do you hear that? So I'm thinking, what animal is out here? What's going to jump out of my garden? And did you hear it? There it was again. And get me? It's my hose. It's set up there because I had it spraying in there. And every time I step on the hose, it makes that noise. There's no scary beast in my garden. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're all swept out. There were 5 lizards in there. I had to use my little this to get out, but I did. It worked great. It worked great. And I think some of those lizards were born in here because they were in eggs. They were little lizards that were in potted plants, because the lizards bury their eggs. A lot of times you'll find them in your pots. Anyway, I whooshed them out into the garden. They're probably out there like, oh my goodness, where has all this been? So I just brought one of my wild lime pots in. I did set it up. They'll have lots of places they can hang in pupate if they want. A lot of times they just pupate on the wild lime stems. So now I'm gonna go get my little caterpillar babies. And yes, we have tropical sage too, because you just gotta. I'm gonna move the baby caterpillars out here so they can climb on and safely munch away. Oh my gosh, there's another lizard. What a booger. Got him. Boy, is he gonna enjoy exploring this world. It's so much more exciting than in the enclosure. There you go. Look at all of these guys. Oh, there's still a couple on this. And see, I'm not gonna have to be coming out here and changing out these wild lime cuttings all the time, because I do want to keep 2 of them. I'll probably keep these 2 big guys in here. They're on the same. Yep, they're on the same. We'll just keep that here. Oh, there's some little ones. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of little ones. Okay, I'll move the little ones onto here, and then I'll take this out and set it right under that plant. Let's do that. Okay, the 3rd little plant had 2 little guys on it, so I kept that one in, and I'm gonna get fresh cuttings for those 2. And then these 2, I'll literally just set these in the bottom of the pot, and then they can just naturally climb on, and they've got plenty to eat. And even if they eat all that, I have this one, and I have that one. It's gonna be fabulous. Nope, nope, nope. You gotta lean in. There you go. Oh, yeah, they're gonna love that. Fabulous. Ta-da! And there is a bunch of adorableness. Woohoo! Polydamas swallowtail caterpillars on pipevine.